As we all know, the whole world is suffering with the pandemic of COVID 19. No one of us have ever imagined getting locked in a four wall. It's just not about getting locked, it's far more than that. It's about the suffering of the migrants, daily wage earners. People are having anxiety, depression. All the productions have been closed. Falling of economy, all-time low GDP, lack of treatment to the patients, and much more. This virus brought us to the standstill position. It's not just a story, it's an experience. The worst experience which every one of us have suffered. Lost their lives and the lives of their loved ones. It is an experience of you and me. It is a story of virus. It is 10 o'clock in the night of summer. Dark and peace surrounded everywhere. And a little 11-year-old boy standing at the door looking at his mother thinks, why does she stare at his grandfather's picture and gets emotional every night? He knows this happens every day, but this time he wants to know the cause behind her unseen tears. He sat by her side and asked, what happened, dear mom? Whenever you look at your father's picture, you look very wretched and your eyes shrink in grief. His mother is quiet and doesn't respond. Mom, I hear a lot about grandfather and I just want to know the reality from you. Mother started to speak in a slow pace, and the son could sense the deep sorrow in her voice. It takes betrayal to know the honesty. It takes heartache to know the poetry. It took a helicopter crash to learn the gratitude. And it took a virus to know the humanity. It's not just a story of my father. It is the story of the demon. A story of a virus whose name was Corona, which shattered the lives of the people all over the world. It emerged as a small virus and evolved as a disaster. Corona was born in China in December 2019 and turned into an evil in 2020. It caused severe effects on the health of the people. Before anyone could react, it killed the hundreds of humans. It was like a jet plane with a high velocity which rapidly affected the people of the large countries. WHO, World Health Organization, declared it as a pandemic. The countries, having no other options left, had to lock down themselves. The international air transports were all shut. People got stuck in different places helplessly. Industries, schools, educational institutions, companies were all shut. Conditions were getting worse and worse. But the virus showed no sympathy. It took thousands of lives by then. However, infinite efforts were made to fight against the corona, but the number of the victims and the deaths were on the top. Scientists were consistently trying to find out the solutions, but the number went from thousands to lakhs. More than 2 lakh people were dead by then, all over the world. India was also battling against this evil despite of its obstacles. Many new cases arrived at hospitals every day. The Prime Minister of our country had to take the crucial steps to avoid the rollout of the virus. Lockdown was declared for 21 days after 24 hours of curfew. However, the lockdown was extended later. Children were happy because they don't need to go to the school, read or write the exams. Despite this lockdown was not the same for everyone. Some came closer to their families while some were several kilometers apart. Some started spending their time with joy. Some were starving on the roads helplessly. It was a heart-aching situation then. And it is not the lesser fact that every doctor, healthcare professional, every government employee had out their heart and soul in contributing their part to relieve India from the virus. Various attempts were made to make every citizen aware of this pandemic. Doctors had to find out all the possible ways to detect the victims from the different sides. And your grandfather? And your grandfather was one such doctor who couldn't see the worst happening in front of his eyes. He was ready to go to any extent for the betterment. While my mother always used to take promises from my dad of staying at home from the next week. Although she knew my dad was never going to stick to those promises. My dad always worked hard in isolation wards, treated the victims and worked overtime without bothering about his life. All the doctors and healthcare workers have risked their lives, leaving their families without a second thought. The doctors had to go to the houses of the suspected victims and convince them to take the confirmation test. In the beginning, people didn't cooperate with the healthcare professionals. And the saddest part was they started mob lynching on the doctors and the healthcare worker. One day, my father was attacked by the people and got excluded from the colony because of this exposure to the patients infected with COVID-19. Though it didn't matter to him because his determination to save his people was much more stronger. But when he tried to come back home after few days, people called him as accused of spreading coronavirus. And they violently assaulted my dad. She grieves for her father. He got hit on his head by the stone during the mob attack and he breathes his last. Her eyes get misty but continues to speak. But circumstances changed on later. And this time of uneven situations were balanced. The leaders and the people of nations stood by the side of the great personalities who stood by the side of the country. They were appreciated and honored. The rich, the poor, the illiterate, the highly qualified, celebrities, sports stars, the great leaders and youngsters who were doing the job of media, helping poor, all together fought the corona. We all put the end to the devastating virus. It was again proved that together we can fight anything. People were happy ever after with the demise of the corona. My father always said, don't die without doing your part to this nation. But I really feel very sad about the wrongdoing of the people who led these unfair attacks. Just like me, many people lost their loved ones in such mob attacks, which only left us in grief. I thought humanity was dead. Now the people regret of their actions, but it doesn't bring my father back to this world. She looks into the sky with her dad's stethoscope in her hand and a small smile of pride at the end of her lip. He was a great father and who was a responsible doctor and an Indian first. Tears rolled down the cheeks. And the boy now knew these tears were not of sorrow, but of pride and gratitude. Like this, there are thousands of stories out there in reality. People are suffering, fighting, and will win soon. Saluting all the doctors, healthcare workers, government employees, and our leaders who worked restlessly for the nation. Thank you.